Hey there, everybody. What is going on? So today, let's tackle 404 pages. So I was wondering, hey, how do we go and create a custom 404 page for our System.io websites? And it ended up being easier than I thought. Let's go ahead and jump on over and let me show you. All right. We're going to go ahead and we're going to use an actual client's website. She's perfectly fine with me using it for my YouTube videos. And we're going to log in here, obviously in our dashboard already. And let me show you what I'm talking about here. All right. So this is her main site. We have it kind of set up for her. Her home page is set up almost like a stand store / link tree. And that's what she wants her main page to be. We're going to use that as a redirect, as a button on the 404 page. But when we go to her main site and we just type in something like heartcleanse.org/stuff. That's not an actual page. This here is the default System.io 404 page that we are now going to change and make it branded for the heartcleanse.org website. All right, I'm going to go completely out of this and we're going to go over here to her dashboard, and then we're going to go over to settings. And in settings, we're going to go all the way down to custom domains. Okay. All right. So now we want to go over here to the three dots. We're going to go into settings, and right in here, edit the 404 page right there. Custom 404 page settings. We're going to click on edit 404 page. That's going to open it up. And again, that is the default kind of System.io page that they have right now. If we wanted to, we could say, let's just use this one right here. If we click on save changes, okay, and now we go to heartcleanse.org/stuff. Okay. Now it's getting a little bit more, focused on her. It doesn't have System.io all over the place. So, the last time we went to stuff, we had System.io's default 404 page. Well, now we have this one. And again, this is fine. If you wanted to, you could leave it just like this. But again, we're gonna clean this up a little bit. Definitely like what they did here with the 404. If you wanted to use the 404, kind of cool what they did there. But we're gonna go in here and we're gonna change this. All right, we're just gonna go up here and we're gonna add some sections. Pop that up there. What I'm gonna do here, notice there's kind of a blue tint. Where is that coming into play? Right? I just popped in a section and it automatically had that blue tint. So what that tells me is something's going on with the background color. Now, I already know what's going on, but I want to show you the kind of troubleshooting steps here, if you will. So we're going to go into this section, and notice here, background color, nothing selected. Inner background color, nothing selected. Full page width, I do want to change that right now while I'm here to wide. I might even go down to medium, but right now we're going to leave it at wide. But that's not where that color is coming in. Now I'm going to go up here to settings. All right. This is the settings for the whole page. Notice here we have the color of links. All right. I'm actually going to change these up a little bit when I get going. We have some Google fonts. I think I want to make this Poppins. Okay. So now the whole page is going to be Poppins for the default typography. And then same thing here. We've got Poppins. I'm going to make that Poppins again. Just going to make it all the way down. Again, text color, that's fine for now. But if we scroll down, we have a background color, but there's no background color. But look at right here, display image. They're using an image. That's why this is all kind of blue. And that's kind of cool. Little FYI if you wanted to do something similar, right? And I also want you to pay attention while we're playing around here with these little options here. All right. Because these can also be really, really helpful when you're trying to line things up. Played around with these the other day and it's like, oh, had little light bulbs going off. And what these do, it's not doing anything here per se. But oftentimes when you're trying to create an image in the background and it's not kind of situating properly, if you go into it and let's go back to settings and play with the options here And again, I'm hovering over to see if something will give me some help text. It's not. But these little dots here can oftentimes kind of help situate the image differently to kind of fit better. All right. And so if you're having a problem getting an image, a background image to look just right, play around with these dots as well. All right. So you can play around the dots, and then you can also do things like this. All right. You can play around with the drop down for the display image option, fill 100%. And notice also how now the dots just changed. All right. And again, as I play with it, nothing's really happening. But I'm going to take this completely out. I'm just going to exit out, and I now have just a white background. All right. So we're going to go up here. What I want to do is I want to create, I want to pop in her logo. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and just drag a logo up there and pop that in. That's just right where we want it. And the rest of her page typically has, we do have her logo in the front or on the middle here. And you know what? Let's play around with that. Let's go ahead. First thing I want to do also, I'm going to go in here. I'm going to use my ColorZilla color picker. I'm going to grab this background purple, and it's already grabbed it. And you know, let's go ahead and make this whole page that purple. We'll go up to settings, and we're going to go over to our background color. I'm going to take out transparent. I'm using my backspace. I'm going to do a Control V, or you can do a copy and paste it in. And now we have that pink, or I'm sorry, now we have that purple. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and pop in her image. We're going to go up to the image files. We'll go to her images, and we will go and find her main image. Now I could just go and what's the room looking for? Upload her image again, but I already know it's in here. It's just a matter of finding it, and I'm pretty sure that's it right there. A little bit big, so we'll drop it down here with the image size. Take that down. We'll take a look at that. Try and get it to match. I could go into the editor for that page and figure out what the actual dimensions are. We're going to take this down to 250. Okay, there. All right. So notice here, again, your 404 error message kind of being, what's the word I'm looking for? Simple, direct. This doesn't have to be complicated. You have to just communicate, by the way, the page you're looking for isn't here. All right. You don't have to go and be, write a novel. All right. And that's exactly what this default text is saying here. So we're going to just say something like, oops, or how about, oh no, the page you are looking for is not here. Okay. And we're going to go into this text. We could go into settings and change the text color. Right now, it's kind of a dark blue. Let's go back up to settings. If you scroll down here, see this? That's the text color of the heading typography. All right. And then we have her built-in colors already kind of here. I think that's fine. And then we'll do something like this. And again, I'm going to go ahead and change the color to something like that. Okay. Now what we're going to do right here is do something like this. You might find or something like click on the link on the button below to find where you may find what you are looking for. Something like that. Okay. We're going to click on the button, clean that up a little bit. Very first thing I want to do is change the background color. All right. Want it to kind of stand out. I'm not seeing what I really would like, but that's okay. I think this is going to be fine. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go up here and we're going to go to a URL and we're going to go to Heart Cleanse. We'll go right into www.heartcleanse.org. Okay. And yeah, we're going to also have it open in the same window. A lot of times I'll have it open in new windows, but in this case, we're going to have it open in the same window. Okay. Button width, we're going to leave it just the way it is right now. And then instead of take me home, we'll say, let's check out. Or how about check out all that is available. Evidently, I can't spell. I think that's good for now. Okay. I also like to have, here, let's go ahead and do a little icon before the text. We'll do arrow. And we'll use this one here. And then I like to also have little animated buttons that kind of hover, a hover effect. So I'm going to also drop in a hard shadow. I like the look of a hard shadow on there. And then again, we're going to make this hover a little bit when they hover their mouse over it. Right here, style, a float. I'm going to add a float of 4. Okay. And then save changes. We'll leave that text that color for now. Okay. Next we want to do, grab the image that I already created. So we're going to go over here and we're going to upload our image. Upload our image. We're going to select the file. We're going to pull this over and drop it in there. Okay. It was originally designed to go on a white background. So we'll see what it looks like on the purple background. All right. So what I would do here is I would, if I was going to keep the background of the main page purple, I would go ahead and make this a PNG with a clear background. And again, we're not going to do that today, but I would pull this into, for me, Photoshop Elements, and I would remove the white background with that. Some folks have a paid version of Canva, and you can do it in Canva, or you can go to background remove, I think it is. Background remover, remove.bg would also do the trick. And you would literally just go and pull this image into this website here, and it'll remove the background. So a number of ways of doing that. All right, so let's go ahead and go into settings. And in this case, I'm going to remove the page background. Now we have a white background. I really don't think I like the white background. So I think what I will do for my client is I will go and edit that image. But for what we're doing here, we're going to leave the white background. We're going to call the save changes. And now we're going to test this out. Watch this. We're going to do a, look at this. There it is. There is our custom 404 page for heartcleanse.org. Now, let's go over here and see how the button kind of hovered. Click on that. Boom. Went to our redirect that we set it up for. And now we are all set. How cool is that? So that's it for today, everybody. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That would really help us out. Have an awesome day.